Hey folks, my name's Ed Trevors. My pronouns are he, him, and his. I'm an Anglican priest serving in the beautiful parish of Christchurch-Shelburne that sits on the ancestral and on the unceded territory of the Mi'kmaq people. Today, I want to talk a little bit about one of the things that we might be able to do to forgive. We've talked forgiveness here from time to time, and I'd like to keep going because it is a very, very important, skill, practice for us. It's crucial to freeing ourselves of the baggage that we carry from the past. It's crucial to freeing ourselves so that we can enjoy all that this moment is, take advantage of everything that this moment offers as we move forward into the future. Jesus is a big fan of forgiveness. He's continuously telling us to forgive our brothers and sisters. When pressed, and he's asked, how many times should I forgive? 7? He says, no. 7 times, 7 times. Continuously, always forgiving. But that is a taxing endeavor. That is an absolutely taxing endeavor. So I stumbled across, the other day when I was doing my daily meditations, I stumbled across a meditation from the Daily Stoic, and it was a quote from Marcus Aurelius. And what Marcus Aurelius says is, when your sparring partner scratches or headbutts you, you don't then make a show of it, or protest, or view him with suspicion, or as plotting against you. And yet, you keep an eye on him. Not as an enemy, or with suspicion, but with a healthy avoidance. You should act this way in all things in life. We should give a pass to many things with our fellow trainees. For as I've said, it's possible to avoid without suspicion or hate. I love this idea of recognizing the people that we are in relationship with as fellow students of life. People like you and I who are still learning how to move from this moment to the next, how to behave in this relationship or that, how to respond, how to react in this circumstance or another. We are all learning. We are all at some various point along the learning curve that is life. We will all screw up. We will all make mistakes. We will all fall down. We will all choose to do the wrong thing for the wrong reason. We will also succeed. We will succeed as we learn and as we have experiences. But it's an up and down life, because that's what learning is. We're not perfect from the get-go. We don't know everything. We don't know how to act perfectly all the time. If we recognize people as students like ourselves, then we're able to deal with them as they truly are without attaching labels, as Marcus Aurelius posits. We don't have to attach labels like suspicion or villain or malicious. We don't have to attach an emotional tag to them. We don't have to attach things like anger to them, or hatred, or grief. We can just recognize them for who they are, students, and we can recognize where they are along their life of learning. And in that way, we can choose to say, you're not where I am, so I'm not going to spend much time here. The way you're acting, the way you're behaving, you haven't learned what I have yet, and so I'm going to choose to avoid this situation. When we can see people as something other than hateful, or vile, or malicious, when we can see them without suspicion, without a sense that they're plotting against us, that they're out to get us, it frees us to be a little more empathetic with them. It frees us to be a little bit more compassionate with them. Now again, I'm not saying you need to forgive so that you can jump right back into relationship. Not at all. I'm saying if you can allow yourself to enter into a deeper empathy with them, a deeper understanding of them, then it takes power away from them. They stop being the boogeyman. You don't have to have your guard up around them. You don't have to carry the emotional baggage that comes when we have enemies, when we know that people are plotting against us. We don't have to always be looking over our shoulder. We don't always have to be wondering when they're going to jump out from behind the shadows. They're just students. They made a mistake. No, I don't want to spend any more time with them because I don't want to get another headbutt or another elbow, as Aurelius says. But I don't have to look at them as though they have some sort of power over me. They're just like me. May the Lord bless you. May the Lord keep you. May the Lord's face be made to shine upon you and be gracious to you. May the Lord's countenance be lifted up to you. May you always know the peace of being in the Lord's presence. I pray we will remember those famous words of Jesus. Father, forgive them, they know not what they do. So that we can remember, as students, sometimes we don't know what we're doing. We don't know what we're doing before we do it, while we're doing it, but half the time we don't know what we've done after we've done it. Because we're all learning. Amen.